What we've got today is a Fasco Vanity Fair. The Vanity Fair is Fasco's smallest model, measuring only 30 inches in diameter. This model was introduced in 1985 along with all of Fasco's other 5-blade drop flywheel models, and was discontinued sometime in the early 90s. It was offered in 3 different finishes: white, antique brass, and polished brass. Though the vast majority of the time when one of these does surface, it is in white. Seeing a Vanity Fair in either brass finish is pretty uncommon. This fan has a 4-way spotlight kit on it. This may be genuine Fasco, though I'm not entirely sure. Has walnut blades. Fan is from 1989. There's the light. Then we'll start the fan off on low. Even with as small as this model is, the low speed is still very nice, bordering the line between aesthetic and functional. Attention to detail that Fasco put into all of their drop flywheel models. Unlike many other companies that just use the same motor, Fasco did seem to fine-tune all of their different motor types and sizes to specifically tailor every model they had, which was probably not easy to do, but is something that definitely paid off in the long run. Or at least I would say that. Take it up to medium. In terms of small fans of the 80s and 90s, you really don't see the Vanity Fair all that much. Usually it's smaller Hunter originals, Emerson Northwinds, or Casablanca Lady Deltas. And while I'm not entirely sure how all of those stack up compared to the Vanity Fair, it is a little interesting how this one is significantly less common than pretty much all of those. Perhaps that's because the flywheel reliability on these was much lower, or perhaps they were more expensive back in the day. Not entirely sure about that. Because yes, as I have mentioned many a times before, these flywheels are pretty prone to failing, even on a fan like this where the blades are very small and therefore really aren't weighing down on it that much. Okay, now we'll go to high. And there is a bit of wobble, though not much. The fan is overall pretty well balanced. Puts off a really good breeze. Performance on these is definitely no slouch. Some people may look at smaller ceiling fans and think they don't perform as well because they're, of a smaller size, but... And while that may be the truth in today's market, it definitely was not back in the day. And there you have it, an antique brass Fasco Vanity Fair.